announcing herself to the judges now is ElizabethMuller, riding Zahira, while she prepares for her entry. Once again, a huge thank you to our sponsors. One of the major sponsors again across the disciplines is Midfeeds. It incorporates tack and togs, as well as Midfeeds being the prominent food supplier in several provinces in South Africa. Elizabeth riding her first halt into the intermediate test 1. And straight away into our first extended trot. Zahira again, not quite as large and expressive as some of the bigger warm bloods, but more than making up for that in rideability, energy and temperament. Into that shoulder in on the centre line, and a voltaire to the right. Again, a voltaire being a 8-meter circle or smaller, and into their half pass. And Zahira not looking like she's battled at all with the 3 days of competing. Slightly against the rider's hand there into the hold, but very obedient back into the rein back, and straight away into their next half pass. Left side looking slightly less supple than the right, but that also could be the angle of our cameras. And seeing everything there on the shoulder into the left. And that change to the right at the end, trickier than it looks. Now, interesting in this test that we move from an extended trot in the beginning of a test to the medium trot. Usually the riders have to ride the medium trot first and build up to the extended trot later on in the test. Now riding the walk sequence. And the judges here having to really analyze the quality of the collected walk. And the difference between the pace in terms of the collected walk into the extended walk. Usually looking for a little bit more length of neck here and an even longer stride, something that often the slightly smaller horses do battle with, and the riders have to exaggerate with quite a bit of ring craft. And straight into those 3 half passes with flying change in between. And obediently ridden there, showing clean changes each time. The riders have to turn down the centre line and then push onto their quarter line, which is 5 meters from the track. Elizabeth riding now into her extended canter, and a flying change at the end. For our 3-time changes across the diagonal. And again, very obediently and correctly ridden there. And we head into the canter pirouette. Full canter pirouette. Slightly laboured there towards the end of that canter pirouette, but Elizabeth able to add a bit of impulsion into the canter as she heads into her second diagonal. And that second canter pirouette looking much, much bolder. An easy flying change there as she comes onto her left rein. And heading into her 2-time changes. The 2-time changes being one of the movements that also gets seen in the Grand Prix test. So a nice check as to whether the horses are ready to go up a grade, which most of the riders after this show, most of them will upgrade and progress to the next level. And moving into their final extended trot. To come down the centre line. Into a lovely solid hold. Very, very well ridden test, and Elizabeth looking very, very happy with her mare there.